Hi, I'm Ian from Queensberry, and I want to show you how to track your sales in Workspace, which can be quite a fun thing to do. Um, the sales tracker shows you detailed information about all your transactions, including if you are selling products from Queensberry, the cost of those sales, the payments collected by Queensberry, and the payouts that are due to you. How to get to the tracker? Go to the dashboard of Workspace, click on Sell, and then on Track Sales, and this screen will open up. At the top of the screen, you'll see a chart which shows your sales for the last 2 years. So in the case of this example, you can see the photographer had a little play last year, but has done increasingly well over the last few months of 2016. Underneath the chart, you can see the column headings for the transaction details and for the sales details, including any discount that you may have offered. And then if you scroll across to the right, the cost of sales, as I said, the production cost, and so on, tax that you might have paid on that production cost, and any payments that's been received by Queensberry and any payout that's due to you. Also, of course, the profit that you've made on that particular transaction. Underneath the transaction listing, you'll see totals for the transactions on the screen, and underneath that, an average for those transactions. So Workspace will only display up to 100 transactions on screen at a time. So in this particular case, the average is that total divided by 100. When you first open the tracker, what you'll see is your most recent transactions, up to 100 of them, as I say. But you can filter them to see the results that you want, and you can do that by date or by event or by client email. So here you could, for example, set up from and to dates for last month. You could select a particular event, and if you had queries, you could look up transactions using the client's email. Once you've set up your filter, either by date or event or email, click Apply Filter and those transactions will appear on the screen. And if you're not interested in the details, just in the totals, click the Summary button before you hit Apply Filter. Once you've got the screen displaying the transactions, click on a line and this pop-up will appear, which shows all the order details, including the client's name and email, the total cost of the order to you, and even the image references. And you can print out that document if you wish. As I say, you can only display 100 transactions on screen at a time, and if you've got more than that in your filtered results, just click on the page buttons underneath the listings. And that does raise a question: how do you see the totals and the averages if you've got more than 100 transactions? And the answer to that is you need to export it. So what you do, set up your filter, click Apply Filter, and once they display, click on Export CSV. And the difference between what you see on screen and what you see on the CSV is that the CSV will be a complete listing, even if there are 200 or 300 items. Just one last thing, underneath the main data and the totals, you'll see these two summaries, one of packages and one of products. What you're looking at here, these figures, are your sales, not the cost of sales. If you use them, you'll be familiar with packages, but otherwise, maybe all I need to say is that sellers normally set them up so that they can offer their customers a number of products as a single item. 3 more important points to make about this. First, if you filter the sales data, the summaries will be filtered as well. Second, they show totals for all transactions, even if the transactions can't all be displayed on screen at one time. So they're a quick and convenient way to check your total sales for a month or event if that's all you want to know. And third, if you're offering packages, you may see products with 0 sales value recorded against them, as I have here, for example. They'll probably be products that have been sold as part of a package, in which case the sales value will appear in the package summary table, not the product summary. However, it's important to know what you've sold, and you can see the quantities of the products down there. All good information. I hope that was helpful, and thank you for listening.